Good morning, everyone. It's Tom Numbers. How you doing? So I've got my friend here, John White from Spooky 2. John, it's great to see you again. Last time we saw each other, it was in the UK. We actually met up,
Yeah, that was great. That was great. It's
and you're
always
looking you're
wonderful.
looking even more youthful than last time.
Oh, thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere.
I think it's probably your products, but yeah, yeah, we're all human beings, so a bit of praise is always good. You've sent
Or,
me something. Sorry, go on.
or maybe I'm a walking advertisement because I do, of course, use our products because I've got to test them out. And
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
so
I have to do that with the ones I get sent, and I use them. And there's one I haven't been able to use yet because I got it just a few days ago, but it's your new product. Um, and I'm literally going to open it in front of people. So it's called Halo. Now, I know as much about it as just a recommendation from you guys. So I'm excited to learn about what it is. But I've got
oh,
it here. So, but it almost feels like a nice iPhone box. It's very well packaged. So I'm literally taking the seal off here. So I'm breaking the
yeah.
seal, folks. I'm
I
breaking.
know, I know, I know. You didn't read the instructions. Oh, where are the instructions? Oh, they're in the box.
They're in the box. So this seems like the thing, your labour of love that you've been working on for the last
Yeah,
however many
yeah.
months or year or so.
Two,
But I'm
two,
gonna
two
now look,
plus
here we
years.
go.
Yeah.
Look at this. So this is like the iPhone, folks. This is a wonderful product. Wow. There you go. Look at this. So, John, I've got this and I've got the bits that come with it.
Yes.
And I'm fascinated to learn what Halo is. Wow, look at this. This is super smooth, wonderful piece of kit. So I haven't charged it or anything because it's literally been in the box. But
Right.
take us through all things Halo. Tell us about it.
Well, it's been a secret project that we've been working on. Um, Actually, originally, if I'll tell you a bit of the background. I was
Yeah.
working on a newer version of our Microgen, which is our portable contact device, and it was going to be a small unit with a screen, but still with contact pads to put onto your body. That's
Uh-huh.
how this device started off in life. But an idea came to me through the spiritual realm, or goodness knows where it came from, but
From the download, from the number realm.
from the number realm.
And
And
like you said, it's efficient. It's never wasted. And I love that when you observe that. It
well,
comes from where it can be received. So you're the one that receives what you receive, and I receive the numbers, and you receive your
yeah,
inspiration for technology. Yeah.
but this idea was crazy. It was the idea of being able to create a scalar field from a single device, a transmissive scalar field. At the moment, we've got a spooky scalar, which is two massive boxes which you connect by wires and you tune, and then you put the frequencies through that you want. So you've got
Which
to look
I've
at the
got,
frequency.
which I have. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Well, this idea I had was maybe, just maybe, a scalar field can be broadcast from a single source. And
Oh,
maybe, maybe, well, I mean, there's enough maybes for me to think, well, let's try it. I mean, there's nothing to lose apart from, a few days of setting things up. And I tried it, and I used a prototype Microgen PCB with the special broadcasting side attached to it, and blow me down with a feather. There was a really strong, healthy scalar field being produced. So I thought, okay, this is that seed. I'm going to grow it. I'm going to grow it into a massive tree. So I did. I refined the transmission, and it all ended up into the device that you're holding now.
so this is
That
a Scalar device.
Yes, it's scalar. It's scalar. That's why
John,
there's
I'm
no.
blown away. What talk about timing? Because I have my Scalar, the two big units, which are great.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
and I was going to just reconnect it because I had it on and then I had to make a few changes, so I disconnected it. But I was like, actually, I'm going to put it back up and just get the house going with everything possible. But
yes.
little did I know, because that one, it's powerful, it's strong. You line it up with the wire, all
Yes.
of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if it, I mean, talk about finding a golden acorn. I didn't even know that's what it was.
No,
Star
the
Trek.
name,
This is
the
Star Trek.
name, the name. I mean, the moment it came to us, aha! you know?
Ah, Eureka.
Ah.
Yeah.
And what it does, it produces a halo of protection. It's a 6 foot. You're in the UK, so you're probably imperial.
Yeah. 6 foot.
Um,
Yeah.
6 foot diameter beach bubble around you of pure
Wow.
scalar field.
You're
So
kidding.
you can have it in your pocket. You can carry it around in your purse, Tom. It really is amazing.
I'm afraid to say I don't have a purse, John.
Oh, well, I do.
That's a man bag. Here, you've got the connotation of men have wallets, women have purses.
I've got lots of pockets. I can't wear clothes without pockets, you know.
But I have
Um,
pockets. I put like my other things. I love just a nice piece of shungite and stuff in,
yes, yes,
but
yes.
this is scalar.
It's
Oh,
scalar.
scalar. So you can walk with it, run with it, sleep with it, have it in the house, all of
Yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, you charge it over. You charge it overnight.
Yeah.
It's got fast charge and slow charge built in, but you can charge it within a few hours or overnight if you want, and keep it running while it's charging, and then wear it while it's on. So you sleep with it or by your bed with it on. You can always be in the scalar field, no matter where you are.
Wow.
And you know how scalar fields are protective, right? With the EMFs, which are dirty,
Yeah.
bad, bad um, bad fields all around us. Well, what Scalar does, it makes those fields coherent. So it passes through, it doesn't cause damage to your body.
Is this
Hey, I'll throw some numbers towards you because
okay? I was going to say do
we've
that.
gone,
I was
yeah.
going to ask about the Spooky Two scaler that I've got, the
Yeah.
bigger, the briefcases we call,
Yes.
the James Bond stuff.
Yeah.
Is is this like as powerful as that?
Okay.
Is that the correct word?
Um,
I'll let
just
you
between
explain.
just between you, me, and your viewers,
Yeah.
it's not more powerful. It's not more powerful, but it is more effective
Okay.
because it doesn't have a carrier frequency. It doesn't need a carrier frequency. The boxes that we have uses a tuned frequency,
Yeah.
which is on all the time
Yeah.
to establish the field, and then the signals broadcast over that. This
Yeah.
doesn't have that. It doesn't need it. Your information is creating the scalar field.
Huh. Wow.
Okay, the numbers. It can
Yes.
hold 30 programs. You load it up from your computer, and then if you don't need to ever connect up to your computer again if you're happy with those 30 programs that you've chosen. There's a
Computer, can it plug into, is it Mac and Windows or?
Oh, that's the problem, see. It's both Mac and Windows.
Oh, that's such a solution.
But there is a slight problem there. We can't go below Windows 8.1 because it's a different
Okay.
programming language
Yeah.
than
Now
Spooky.
we're going forward. So anyone, 99.99% of the world with either a laptop Mac or a Windows Mac,
Yeah,
Windows laptop will be
computer.
no problem, just
Yeah.
straight in.
Yeah, because I mean, even Windows 10, it's hard to keep up, but even Windows 10 is being made obsolete now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so 30
This is a
programs.
side question. So other things like the X generate in the future, are there program updates for Mac for those? That's just a side question.
Yes, that is a good question though. There, that's been a long-term project because that software is so complex and there's
Yes.
so many intricacies and is growing with the hardware. It's
Yeah.
just taking longer to convert. The conversion is taking place, but it's been put on hold just whilst I've been putting this out.
Got you. Okay. But it's in the works.
It's in the works because I mean you're talking to the engineering team
Yeah. Talking to the
now.
head. We're talking to the
No,
board.
no, not just the head. You're talking to the team.
Yeah.
So this is why it's been put on hold. But again, I will resume
Great.
very.
Because I remember when we set it up, when I came and did that with you, with the Feneltron True, with the X Generate, it
Mm,
was,
mm,
but if you've got the Mac as, yeah, that'd be great. So thank you.
mm.
Good answer. Yeah.
Um,
This year or next year or don't know? Not no answer yet.
well, actually, No answer because I've got after this one, I've got two other projects I want to get out. And so I want to, yeah, and they're very exciting. Whereas Spooky, it's already out. So
Spooky's
making
out.
it
Yeah.
available to for Mac people it would benefit a few, but not as many as these two new devices. So I've got to be
Can you tell us secretly what the other two are?
no, because
No.
otherwise I'll be out of a job.
Can you tell me off screen? Just so I know what to. I won't say anything, but I'd love to know.
Yeah, well, maybe,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
Um, each program can hold 10,000 frequencies.
Yeah.
It's actually got more power than Generator X Pro
Wow.
in here because of what it needed to be capable of doing. Even though it's so small, it's got more power than GX. And GX Pro was a lot more powerful than the original Generator X, which is a huge amount more powerful than the XM generator, which is like nothing. This is very powerful, very powerful. Um, yeah,
Wow. So
and,
this is
I needed a long the ability to hold long programs
yeah.
because this is the only device in the planet, probably in the entire universe, that can broadcast protein audios via Scalar, which is talking the body's language using the body's method of receiving signals, which is Scalar, which
Protein
means,
videos. Wow.
pardon, protein
Protein.
audio. Now, this is another science in itself. Protein audios are basically similar to music tones, where each tone lasts for around quarter of a second. So it's very brief, each frequency application. And the transition between different uh, proteins are made from amino acids. Each amino acid's got a certain frequency. And so you replicate the dividing and the splicing of the protein as it goes into the receptor cells of the human body. This is all technical stuff. I think what people need to know is that the programs, even though they're very simple sounding, they've got a lot of science put into them.
Yeah.
Hey, it's actually probably a good time where I share the screen, I show the software and what
Please do. Yeah.
programs are available. So
Yeah.
I'll see if I can share now.
Are these is this just like a kind of protector dish that you put it?
Protect the dish. Which one
I'm
is
not
that?
sure. So I've got the actual device. Well, let's do
Yes.
this first, John, and I'll ask you this one
Okay.
that I can see your facial
Okay.
expressions when
I'll
I ask the
just.
question.
Oh,
Oh, okay. All
oh,
right.
oh you. Yeah,
No,
sorry.
okay. We'll do it now then. Okay. No, so I'm
Okay.
just going through the kit. So I've got the actual
Yes.
unit, which is the
Okay.
same as yours. Mine's not charged yet, so it's not coming up, but it will do.
Yes.
And then we've got these other beautiful pieces. So there's, it feels just like a kind of dish, a
Yes.
protective shell. Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
That's right. It's a protective shell to just take care of it. You know,
A little bit like a phone protector. Just gives you a little
yeah,
bit
oh,
more.
absolutely. If you carry it in your pocket along with your keys,
Yeah.
you want to protect the case a little bit. So that's for
Got
that.
it. Got it. And then uh, the other pieces of the kit. So I've got the
Now you've got stickers. You've got
yeah, we've
those.
got
Oh, they're not
stickers. So
labeled.
we've got stickers. So
Okay.
these are the stickers.
Those are holographs. They can accept frequencies from Halo. You place it on Halo
Yeah.
and run a program. Those stickers receive the program. And then you can give those stickers or, you can give them to your friends. They're badges, really. You give them to your friends for them to use.
Ah, so you're basically embedding the frequency
Yeah,
into these stickers, and you can give these
that's
as
right.
gifts to
Yeah,
people, and it will work just as the
yeah.
same, or it will be a certain set of benefits.
Well, about the same, Tom. They're
Really?
not stickers. I better be more precise. They are cards, so don't try and peel off the back. But yes, you can. It's like imprinting water.
Yes. Yeah.
That's exactly the same thing.
So another question, can you check once it's embedded, could you then say, all right, I'm going to change the frequency in a month's time
Yes,
to something else?
yes. Yeah, you
Wow.
can. We've just been creating a Q&A where it explains the basic usage and common questions. So one of them is this, where as well as how long the frequencies last for, can you change the program once it's been programmed? And yes, if you've got frequencies there, when you run it's like a cassette deck. When you put new
Yeah,
audio, it
yeah.
overwrites the other one. And there may be some residual of the previous one, but you can wipe that by running a Schumann resonance program a few times. And that wipes what's in there. And then you run the frequency that you want to treat, the new frequency, if you wish.
Wow. And I guess you could, if you don't have a friend to give to at the moment, you could maybe leave one in the car or in
Sure.
another bedroom in the house or whatever. You just could
Yeah.
just, these are, wow, that's so amazing. And then I've got this here, John. Is that like that looks like just kind of, is that the charging cable?
Yes, that's the
Or is that a way to, that's the charging cable, is it?
charging and data cable. So you'd connect. Oh, no, that's the lanyard. That's
I
for
was going to say
hanging.
that looks like a lanyard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the lanyards because the charging cable is a really high quality white color, braided white. But the lanyard, you can wear it around your neck if you wish.
Ah, so the charging cable I would assume is in this, is it? So I've got the pouch,
It's, yeah,
got the pouch. Oh, so you can wear it like kind of as a bum bag or a fanny pack.
that's right.
And then where's the cable?
Underneath the platform in the box.
Oh, of course. Yeah, just it's this is like the beauty of an iPhone. Yeah, it is. This is amazing. So you got the cable there. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow. Oh. So tell us about the benefits of Scalar because a lot of people have heard Scalar, and
they
I've
have.
heard pieces, but it's always a refresher and also just new information. So what sort of I don't know there's many things you can, free, but what are the say the basic benefits? If someone buys this today,
Yes.
what would be the benefits that they will because then a lot of people aren't technical, but they know this is good stuff, so they'll be like, right, I
Right.
get this, plug it in, and I'm on my way to the
Mm.
races. What are some of the benefits that they're going to start to feel and see in their own lives with these?
Scale that probably feels straight away the protective shield effect of scalar.
So you'll see the because I
You
it's this
feel
is
it.
so funny the name Halo. So I will do shows and I'll do it with the sea behind me, and when it's a nice day, you can see my field. You can see it in the video. So and the glow. I call it the ready brick glow or the halo.
Yes.
Will follow me as I just rotate. So it's all nice lit up on the beach, but then you can see
Mm,
my auric field, and
mm.
so this will enhance it, I guess.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It'll 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 create this. It's like having some guards with you. You know, you're protected
Yeah,
against things. You can't see EMFs,
yeah.
but they do harm, especially if they're continuous. And this makes the signal so they don't do the harm to your body. So that would be the first thing I guess people would feel. They'd feel this the overall feeling of wellness, like
Right.
they're in the forest where there are
Yeah.
no Wi-Fi signals, no cell
Pine
phones,
trees.
pine trees.
Why are pine trees so magnificent? I know all, but pine has got a certain pine in terms of feeling stuff. If you're in a pine, if near pine trees, it's like I've never come across a set of trees better than pine trees.
The sap of a pine tree is very healing.
Mm.
When you have insects preserved in the gum of pine trees, they don't rot. They are preserved, and there's a
When say
method
that
of
again, John, about the
when insects are caught in the gum and then they stay
oh,
stuck there for
yeah, so
thousands of years. They don't
yeah,
rot.
fossil yeah, yeah. Okay.
So the gum is very healing, and so you can yeah, it's like this. It's like you're in the wilderness, you know, getting closer to nature. Then beyond that, sleep. The benefits in the sleep. I mean, there is many and varied as the programs that are available for Halo, and
Wow.
we've been um, choosing and optimizing the programs that are available. So every single program is fully functional and highly effective. We've been
With the
focusing on wellness programs.
Yes.
So, because there's lots of things, I mean, Spooky 2 can do the serious stuff, but it can't do a lot really with regards to the wellness.
Okay.
Well,
Spooky 2 is more kind of heavy duty, get a few
yeah,
issues
yeah,
sorted out. And then in terms of all round
yes,
living a joyful life, this is where this comes in.
yeah. Shall I share my screen now and
Please
I can
do,
show you,
yes. Yeah, please
I
do.
can show you
This is
things.
so exciting, John. I didn't know I had this on my in
Yeah,
my
Scalar in your pocket.
That's so good because I was literally about to just connect my wires up again for the scalar. Today I was like, okay, wow.
Now, now we've got when people see the software here at the top, install Quick Pack. So that just installs the programs which are most often used by people.
Okay.
So we've got the lower back discomfort. There's a lot of people who've got lower back issues. Your endocrine system, water charger. So if you just want to charge your water to revitalize the water after distilling, which is something we talked about just before the
Yeah.
show, you
So
can
how
run
would
this
that work then,
program.
John? You distill the water and then you just put this on next to the jug.
That's right. No, well, next to a glass, a cup would be the best way because it's best if the water's cooled down
Okay, yeah,
before.
yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. So do the distilling, do the help, and then
Yeah.
I just had that earlier. I was telling people yesterday, so I've got my nice mason jug. Um,
So
Not
out
that
of
it's
the
a mason jug, but you know what I'm saying? It's a jug, that's what it's called. But it's a nice glass cup. So,
oh right.
and then just put it next to it, and it will. And
Yes.
how long would it take to say structure? Put the good stuff into the water.
As Halo runs, it's got a progress bar, a circular progress bar.
Ah,
And you can probably see it now. It's probably about almost
two
well,
thirds, a third.
yeah, almost halfway
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
So just do it for one loop. That would be the recommendation.
And
Two if it's
how
a
long
short
is the loop?
program.
What's the length of the loop usually? Does it vary
It,
on the
d- it,
programs?
well, if you look on the screen here, there's different durations. The long one, lower back discomfort, that's almost 2 hours. But
Okay.
some of them are like 3 minutes here,
So
which is
let's look at the
stomach.
water charging one. What's that?
It's 3 minutes. It's only one
That's
frequency. That's
perfect.
short.
That's easy. Yeah, that's so convenient.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the categories are simple in the software. Comfort. So all the issues and conditions associated with comfort and discomfort. Sleep. You can choose good sleep one, if you want to get even better, two, and then three. Loud sleep if you tend to be rather noisy and other people are complaining. You've
And
got beauty.
once,
Hmm?
John, I'm asking from not having it charged up yet, but
Or try the on button, push the right hand side button for about a second and see what happens.
okay. Oh yes, come on.
There we go. So you've got some free electrons, no charge.
Yeah.
So
So it just says load program.
yes, because it hasn't got anything in
Give
there.
me a second. There's a bit of drilling. I'm just going to see if I can just shut the window just to reduce that. Maybe they heard us and have stopped, but it might come back on. Okay, so right now I'm looking. This is what I see. See that?
The yes, yes. Now, if you
So
go
what?
to ahaharmony.com,
Okay.
it should have the software there. I'm still working on the final release software,
Okay.
so I can't say for sure that that will be where it is, but that is the official website for the AHA product range, and this is of course
That's your website.
yes,
So
yes.
ahasoftware.com.
No, ahaharmony.com.
Aha Harmony. Okay, Aha Harmony, all one word, yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And then once I've loaded and once the audience back home have loaded their programs into their Halo, I'm assuming they don't need to go into their computer each time
Nope.
to say switch over. It will all be self.
Yep.
It's like they're walking in the forest. They're like, actually, I'd like a bit of harmony, and they press that, or they want to clear their water or whatever, and they can just literally
Whatever.
set it.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh wow! Do you have a like an override program where you can just run multiple frequencies or multiple scalars all at once, or is it each one comes as you select each time?
Each one comes
Okay,
with that. So there's not one where you can append, I guess, join different programs together. We
okay,
wanted everything very, very simple. And what
sure.
you've suggested may be a good idea, but then it's the start of more and
Okay,
more.
yeah, yeah.
And we wanted it so that everybody on this planet can
Can
use it. The software will be regionalized. So if you can, for example, only read German, we will on release have a German version, and more country languages will be added as time
wow,
goes by.
wow.
It's,
Even there, John, load program. It's purple.
yes.
Purple in numbers is 88. Trump 88. Even the word program is 88. And you've got it there. It's the raw color. And so, say for example, how about this? So, say for example, you're just out in the, or you're sleeping, or you're doing whatever.
Mm,
Um, if you forget, is there a way to just kind of keep it doing its general feel good scalar? And you might forget to interact with it for a day, but you've got it in your pocket all day. You're sleeping with
yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's just your companion. It's like your phone. It follows you everywhere. Is there a way
yeah.
to just have it on so it does its good stuff all through the day, or will it reach a point where it's like it switched itself off and therefore the scalar's not working? Is there a way to just kind of have it on 24/7 and it's doing its good
Yes.
stuff?
If it's on, it's on. It never turns itself off. It doesn't go for one program and then stop. It's always going to be looping. So you're
Okay,
always
so
going,
there's a continual loop, and then you
yes,
have the ability to say, actually, I'd like a little bit of sauce on my fries, but you're always going to
yes.
have fries. But you can add paprika, you can add all the extras as and when you choose. But if you forget to do that, if it's on, it's always going to be on.
It's always going to be on. Just if you,
Yeah.
yeah, there is a pause button and
Hmm.
a run button, but if it's on running, after 1 minute, it'll the screen will go black and it'll lock the keyboard,
Yeah.
and then it's just doing its thing, just humming to itself and creating that beautiful scalar field.
Brilliant. And what would be, say, once you've given it a charge, say, for
Mm,
instance, you're traveling, you haven't
mm,
interacted with it. Is it 24-hour lifespan, the battery life, or could it go for three
yeah.
days or a week, or how long does it usually last?
It's about 18 hours of
Okay,
run time. Yeah.
okay. So you can charge it at night, like you said, I think at the beginning of the show. And in theory, could you, when it's charging, will it do its job as well?
Yes. Yes.
So you can
It
have
doesn't.
20, you can have
Yes.
24/7,
Mm,
365 days
yeah.
a year,
Yeah.
366 on a leap, continuous, as long as it's charged. Okay, wow.
It's got as I was saying, different categories. Um, Interesting ones down here: emotional well-being, as well as the basic ones of relaxation and feeling good,
Mm.
clarity and focus, something which is rather Spartan in today's world. Motivation, equally so, and negative energy. Well, when negative energy is coming from all angles.
So that's the negative energy protector.
Yes, and
Wow.
spiritual well-being is even a good luck program. And these are programs that have been cultivated and yeah through people, very very people that are very smart with numbers. Well, who do I know like that?
We
People
should do
who
it. We should do a numbers program where people can download their own numbers from the ether, like I do.
yeah. So it's all there, as well as the basic women's care and men's care things.
Okay.
It's not so complicated that people think, gosh,
No,
and a
that's
lot
the
of
thing.
people,
You're a genius, and it's like boiling it down so it's so easy for people to. That's amazing, John.
well, I think it was necessary. I had enough feedback with Spooky to realize, well, look, if I'm going to make a product that's available for both Mac and PCs and everybody,
Yeah.
then it's got to be usable as well. And when
Yes.
you're Tom, who wants to go wading through manuals and then be
Well, that's
scared
the
of
thing, and God bless you. It's like you know what, but that's it. If you, if, as with everything, like I can go off and my users know when I do I can rattle off the numbers but I
Mm,
also realize if I'm bringing new people in, I've just got to say the first letter of the alphabet is A, so it has a numerical value of one. What would B be? Uh, it's the second letter. Oh, two. And that's what you got to do. You just have to, it's just tiny steps. And then if it's so easy, then they can grow from there. Whereas if it's like, if I rattle off, which I can easily do, a lot of people
you're
are like,
done. Yes.
I
Oh,
don't know what
you're
I'm
pretty
not sure
easy.
what he just said then. And for people like you and me, it's like, well, it's so obvious. But I'm so glad, John, because yeah, to make it, to reduce it down to its simplest component, but no
Yeah.
simpler is
Yeah.
art and genius.
And when you're sick, you quite often your mind is confused because
Yes.
the bugs are causing
Yeah.
damage to your brain, to your body, to everything. So this is what this machine's really geared for. It's a machine that talks your body's language in the way that your body can assimilate.
That's so
Nothing
good.
nothing beats scalar fields for healing. It's
I
absolutely
was
awesome.
talking to Mark the other day, and we were because he's got his health healing center, and you came up in the conversation, and he said that you'd said to him a while ago, and you may well have said to me, but you said it then that if you had to pick any modality, it would be scalar.
Yeah, yeah. But it's not an easy thing to create. There's a lot of devices which purport to be scalar. I've bought a few, pulled them
Yeah.
apart, and it's just simple coil driven by a square wave generator. And I think to myself, no way on earth. This is an EMF device, not a scalar device. It's doing the opposite.
Oh,
You know, what it's
that's the
supposed to
thing with
do.
all these new things. It's like
Yeah.
you have to take the word of the manufacturer, and there's so many copies out there. It's like, wow, okay,
Yeah. Well, it's doing a disservice because scalar fields, a real scalar field, does miracles, but you can't cheat. You can't have you can't you need to do the hard yards and do things the long way to get a
yeah,
scalar field. You can't, it's like everything nowadays is called quantum, and
yes,
quantum guarantees sales and people's focus is on sales. They don't care about whether the quantum is true quantum or not, which is crazy.
yeah.
But no, this device, I mean,
So
it feels
this heals people.
it does it's the real deal. It's
Oh,
not
John,
a
I'm so
pretty
happy
little
about
package.
this. This is amazing. This is Star Trek. This is Spock and Bones, Doctor McCoy. This is amazing. This is so needed, John.
Mm, mm. Yeah, we since I mean, I've got three here on the desk now, which I'm using for development work. But even when I'm not at the desk, I always have one in my pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna. This is going in my pocket today. This is incredible, and
Yeah,
it's yeah, so amazing. It's so amazing. Wow. Aha. Halo.
hello,
I'm
yeah.
going to please continue. So I'm going to do some numbers on this for you, but please
Well,
continue. Yeah.
let's go to ahaharmony.com. We can go there straight from the software. So this is our ahaharmony.com website. Be the first to experience Aha Halo. Okay, so it hasn't been released yet.
When
I
did
mean,
yeah?
this is
So people
oh,
retrospectively be watching this. So we're
oh
recording it
yeah.
today, but we're gonna.
Sorry, I
But
just
no, it's
paused this.
okay. That's all right.
I
My
don't know who
audience
that
know.
I don't know who
So
that clown is.
when this video, as you're watching now, the video will have and has been released because you, the audience, are watching it. So the product is out now. Um, what date are we launching, John? You can say that here on there. So there's a
Yeah, I think it's the in the first week of March, so it's only like a few days away.
okay. So when people watch it, when you're watching it now, this is pre-recorded. When you're watching it, it's up.
Mm. Now, I've I've got 2 years of everything put into this device. It's yeah, it surprised me the way it went. I mean, as I said before, it's just going to be a contact mode device, nice and simple, but it's grown to so much more. It's like something wanted to be better than just a simple thing. It wanted to be the best.
Yeah. John, you just said, okay, this is the power of the frequency, this is the power of the quantum, this is the power of the numbers. So get this, John. I've just done this, and
Yeah.
this is what you just said. You said to be the best. So, aha, halo.
Mm,
Aha is 10 in numbers, A is 1. First
okay.
letter, H is 8, A is 1, it's 10.
Okay.
And then halo, HALO, is 36 in numbers. So, because H is 8, eighth letter, A is 1, L is 12th, O is 15. So that comes to 36, which is real. But you add them together, aha, halo comes to 46, which comes to the word dove, and it also comes to the word best, and you said to be the best. And that's what it is. This is the best. This is the best device that you've created. This is what the world needs. And I quite often make reference to the dove because it's peaceful, it's harmony. We fix repeat, but this well-being, this is what you've created. This is a
Mm.
dove. This is best. Aha halo equals 46 in numbers. Dove equals 46 in numbers. Best equals 46 in numbers. That's perfect, John.
Right.
A halo, a aha halo is 47, which is John, and you're the one that created it.
Gosh.
But best, see, that's it, because I'd already just done the numbers. I was about to say it, and then you said your bit, and you said best, and I
Mm,
was like, there you go.
wow. Gosh.
Because
Well,
it's
and
content. We're downloading from
yes, well,
whatever it
that's the
is, we're
thing.
downloading from there, you know.
Now, I'm old enough to know not to question um, gifts
Mm,
that have been given,
mm,
but I'm also smart enough to know not to ignore them. They're given, and you've
yeah,
got to do something about it.
yeah.
So yeah.
You are smart, John. You are, and
Well, I'm stubborn. Like I mean,
yeah. But I remember that
stubborn.
I said at the beginning, but when we met in person, and you were
Mm,
asking me about the numbers, and
mm,
many people have asked, but it stood out to me because you summed it up perfectly. You said, "Well, it's efficient." You said, "I told you where the numbers have come from and my experience," and you were able to calibrate to assimilate that understanding. You're like, "Well, it's efficient. They won't be sent to you unless you could receive them and interpret them and share them." And I
absolutely.
was like,
Mm.
"Ding!" He gets it. You get it. The
Yeah,
same
we
with
all
your
important.
download of your source of your material
Mm, mm,
is being given to you. It's a gift.
mm. Yeah, yeah. A gift that everyone can benefit from, isn't it?
Exactly. That's it. We share our gifts.
Yeah.
We're the conduits for these things, and then others are getting gifts, and we'll get
Mm,
more gifts. I have other gifts.
mm.
You'll have other gifts. They're coming, but our gift that we have to share with the world, with the collective, is incredible. And I'm just so excited to use this, John. I'm so excited because it's simple and beautiful and powerful and elegant, and it's come from another. That's that's come from another realm. And you've
Indeed.
materialized, you've crystallized it here into physical form, so the world can use it.
Yeah. Well, it took 2 years.
Thank you for your labor and your sacrifice and your work. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it had to happen. And someone's got to do it. Someone's got to stick up for the people.
Exactly. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to. That's it. The thing is, when the gift comes, you have to do it. Trump said that about being chose to do what he said. I'm the chosen one. Someone had to do it. It wasn't someone had to do it. All our gifts that we have, someone
Mm.
has to do it. So you were tasked with the gifts you have, and you have to do it. I'm tasked with the gifts I have to do, and I have to do it. It's a calling. It's a gift. It's a
Yes.
blessing. It's a privilege. It's more than the sum of its parts, and we just have to do our best with it. Best 46, Halo, Halo 46. You know,
Right. Right. Yeah, you're magic with numbers, that's for sure.
the numbers are yeah, yeah.
Now
Well, the
you're a
numbers
magic
is
with numbers.
125 time travel, and you've got somehow you've gone back into the you've This, I keep saying it, but I feel like I'm in, this is Star Trek. This is Star Trek. This is so beautiful. I can't thank you enough, John. I'm so happy that I didn't know what I opened out the box. I knew when Penny sent it, I was like, okay, well, I'll do the show and I'll unpack it with John. But I'm
Mm,
so excited to use this because I was literally, like I said, and I'll still do that. I'll set up this, my big spooky, but um,
right.
I mean, this is everywhere. It's so simple. This is
Well,
a gift from the gods.
when you think about it, Tom, quite often, like, when you go to visit someone in hospital, you can't set up a scalar two boxes across them because people, they just slip them, this one, under their pillow or somewhere.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
nurses won't know.
This is it. And animals, this must help, a sick cat or dog put it in their
Oh,
basket.
absolutely. Absolutely.
John, this is so great. This is so great, honestly. I'm so happy because I need it. I want to use it. I'm upgrading as much as I can, and I'm like, but simplicity and elegance and that's it. That is it. Einstein that said, that nothing should be makes everything as simple as possible, but not simpler. And it's like this is it.
Yeah.
This is wow. It's so light, portable, elegant, designed beautifully. It's even got the purple display, 88. It's just perfect. 88 miles per hour, Back to the Future. This is it.
Wow.
I'm so happy. This is amazing, John. Like you said, just slip under the pillow.
Yeah.
I know we have launched because I haven't looked at the. Like, can you share with us what the price of it is yet, or people just see it on the website? Is that finalized?
Actually, I don't know.
Okay, that's all right. Well,
I
you
don't know.
basically, but like I said, we recorded it a few days before launch. The links will be at the top of the description in
Okay.
today's video, and people click it, and then you'll see my discount code and get it. This stuff, I know a lot of, I mean, I've been blessed to sell many units of Spooky and Mirror Mate with yourselves because I've been with you for, a good few years now. So this, I can see this will be so simple and powerful for people. And I think so many will get it. And the link's below, and you'll get a priority discount with my link below. So, wow. I'm so excited about this, John. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. It's like,
Now, because it hasn't been released at the time of this recording, we
yeah,
have to arrange software to be sent to you, I guess. And it's changing daily because of the fact it's pre-release, and I want everything
yeah.
perfect. So I'll get Penny to send the latest version. I
Okay,
sent her a copy this morning. So
okay. So because she's been sending, and it would literally be a download. It'd be an electronic. You don't have to send me a physical piece of
yeah,
USB or anything like that. It would be a physical, like just an electronic
yeah,
download.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because she sent me a couple actually via text, but because I hadn't
Mm.
opened this package up, I was like, I didn't. Yeah, okay.
Are you a Macintosh person?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay. Well, it's just a single file that you. That's
yeah.
normal sort of procedure.
And I'm assuming when the audience get their piece of kit and they log on to um, Halo, what's the name of the website again?
Um, ahaharmony.com.
ahaharmony.com. I'm assuming that the latest patch, we'll call it, the latest download will be updated on the website.
Yeah, and because everything's modern,
Okay.
including the language I'm using, it'll
Yeah.
automatically uh, let you update new releases as they come
Okay.
of both the program, of the database, of the firmware, because the firmware can also be updated. All these things.
Now I know the phrase firmware, but tell us again what firmware is.
Oh, firmware is the program that is permanently stored in the device.
Ah,
So
okay.
everything you see how it functions is in the firmware.
Okay. So we've got the physical hardware. The firmware is the permanent piece of software in there, and
Yeah,
then you can download remotely from.
programs.
Okay. Okay.
And also download the program for your computer to talk to it. It's all sounding complex, but don't worry because
No,
the
it's
software.
simple. No, that is simple. I know that. Yeah, I've heard the phrase firmware before, but it's good to be
Okay.
reminded of,
Yeah.
and for others back home. So basically, Penny will send me the latest update today,
Mm.
And then when this goes at the time of launch, that update that I receive will actually be on the website anyway on the day of launch.
It'll look, well, every time you start the software, it checks for a new version.
Okay. And like a phone, you can either say, yeah, I'd like to do it,
Yep.
or
Yep.
you can set
Yeah.
it so it's automatic.
Well, no, it'll just prompt you each time you start it. Do you want
Okay,
to do
so
it?
it gives the user just awareness and
Yeah,
knowledge that, hey, guess what? You've got even more goodies today. Just click and
that's right.
upgrade. Okay.
That's right.
And they can
Yeah,
do that from the device and or from the laptop.
that's correct.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, from only from the laptop, which is computer. Okay, when you start the software, it checks for the software update.
Okay.
And when you plug in your device into your computer, then it loads up the programs and shows the programs that are loaded and allows you to transfer and update those.
Okay. Would there ever be a case where, because I'm quite mobile, so I don't really use the laptop that much, but I do. But phone I use all the time. This I'll
Mm.
be using all the time because it's in my pocket and I'll charge it. Would it say on the display? Will it say plug in to update, or will it
No,
only when I
no,
plug it into the phone into the laptop?
we didn't want that because I wanted zero EMFs being emitted from that device. And for it to know there is an update, it needs to have a Wi-Fi signal or Bluetooth.
Okay, so there's no Wi-Fi on this at all.
No Wi-Fi, no Bluetooth. It's zero EMF.
Right, so the only way to update it is you physically plug it into the
That's right.
laptop, and so
That's right.
maybe do that every few weeks or once a month or whatever, and just
Well,
check
the
in and things.
software will you can run the software even without plugging it in. The software will say there's no halo detector, but that's not a problem. But the software on the computer will tell you if there is a new version.
Okay. And then when the software, so that's it. So you can run it. So when you're on your laptop, you'll get a notification or say,
Mm.
actually, there's an update, plug it in and
Mm.
away you go. But if you
Yeah.
didn't, you could quite
Oh,
happily, without any EMF or Wi-Fi interference, you could just use this till kingdom come. And then when you plug in onto the laptop, it will tell you when there's an update. Okay, got
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There it is, purple. 88. People know what that is in my audience. They know. So good, John. That's so good. Wow. All right, buddy. Well, it's been a real pleasure. Any other things you wanted to share before we wrap up? We'll have to do more on this because I'm so excited. And there'll be more things because this is going to be such a powerful product in the marketplace serving people. I'm sure we'll probably
Right.
do a few more of these in the coming, weeks and months because
Right.
we'll have testimonials by then as well.
If you click the button on the right-hand side,
Yep.
that's the button that unlocks it. What does the screen look like? What do you see now in the center?
So if I click the button on the right hand, yeah, oh yeah, unlock.
Unlocked, and you see a person meditating,
Yes, yeah.
spiritual health.
Spiritual is 125. The numbers is 125. It's kind of a purpley pink, which is 138. My favorite, Donald Trump, is 138, purple and pink. Change reversal, reversal change. This is what this is doing. This is reversing things for people. It's bringing them back into calibration, into harmony. It's
Mm.
recalibrating the body with Scalar. So good. Any other buttons I should press since then?
Oh, well, I mean, you can press any you like, but the up and down ones do the programs, but you haven't got programs loaded.
Okay. And what's the
Up,
what's the one on the left do?
well, the one on the left, if while a program is running,
Mm.
you can look at the. Okay, at the moment, I've got water charger running.
Yes.
Use the down button or up button to look at the other programs. It doesn't interrupt the program that's running. But if you want to go back to the original program name, you click the button on the right. It goes back to the original program and shows you the runtime there.
Do that
Um,
again, John. Let me see, because I looked away. I was looking at the kits.
oh
Show that.
yeah. Well, what it does,
Hmm.
while
Little
every
higher so we can see your fingers pressing the buttons. That's it.
that's right.
Perfect. Yep. Yep.
Okay, you can look at the other programs that are loaded onto Halo. You might think, well, I might change it. I'll see if I've got something better. You think, oh no, not really. I'll go back to where I was. So you just click this button here, and it goes back to the original screen.
Okay.
The button on the right toggles between run and hold. or pause. Well, when you've got a program in there. And that's basically it. It's so incredibly simple. If you want to lock it, you hold which button is lock? If you turn it on and off, you hold your finger on there for turning it
Okay.
on and off. So it's
Okay.
off, it's showing 10% battery charge. So it's just
Harmony tells you the
yeah.
website.
Now the firmware in this unit isn't the latest, but in the firmware that is the latest, long pressing this one here turns it into lock mode.
Okay.
It's well,
And firmware, again, you might have already said it, firmware will update automatically from the laptop when you plug in.
yeah. It'll inform you, and
And you
then you
just
choose
say yes.
yeah, and then it will download and program into it.
So you can do all your firmware updates and you can do all your program updates.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And I've just plugged it, I've just attached it to the nice case. So you can still access the front. So if you've got keys, you
Yes,
just have the keys on the other side, so it protects it,
that's right.
keeps it away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a device that you can run without looking at the manual,
Yeah.
which is important.
Wow. Wow. And in theory, not that many would, but because it's self-sustaining, you just need a power source. You could just have this on a desert island of nothing, and you'd be able to do Scalar for 18 hours if you
Yeah.
were so in that situation.
Yeah.
Wow. What's the one at the top? Is that just a factory
That's
setting?
for going, it holds 30 programs. You can scroll using the bottom
Right.
button or the top
Oh, so it
button.
tells you what program you're on. Okay. Wow. So good, John. Well, thank you, my friend.
Cool.
So again, we'll wrap up, but tell
Okay.
again the website. The links will be below, but John can tell you verbally where to go. Not in that way.
Not in that way. No, 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 in the
But
right,
it's
in the
always
best
good to have a
possible
little
way.
bit of accidental cheeky humor in the show. Yeah.
You take care, Tom. Lovely chatting with you, and thank you everyone for watching this video. It's an amazing channel. Every time I catch up with Tom, he teaches me more about numbers, and just out of the top of his head, he says that means this and that means that, and I'm thinking to myself, I've got in front of me a genius. So this is your gift which you're spreading. It blows me away every time.
Well, thank you, John. It takes one genius to recognize another. So thank you, sir. There's a mirror back
Thank
to
you.
you. And again, the website people should go to.
ahaharmony.com.
Fantastic. And now, as you're watching, as we've said, it's launched, and you can get that, and you'll see the discount code below for you. So,
Yes, it might be a pre-release because I'm not sure when the product will be
okay,
actually available. Yeah.
okay. So you better get on board. They'll get a discount for the pre-release. You'll be the first
Okay.
in the world to get it. I guess there's only maybe a handful of handsets that have gone out to different people like myself and other
Very
friends
few.
and family. So
Yeah.
yeah, but be the first. Get on the get up, sign up, pre-release, get it, and you'll get it. So good stuff.
Making an investment in your health.
Yes, yeah, brilliant. Well, thanks a lot, John. It's a pleasure to see you. And
Pleasure.
we'll here we go.
Pull the
We'll
plug.
we'll pull the plug. Yeah, we'll pull the plug. So I'm going to turn the recording off now.
Okay.